Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Derek's AZRC. I'm Derek, and I have cartoon eyes. Anyways, I'll get the halo light in my eyes. So, I am about to do my next build. I had a choice between a really complicated one or an easy one. Since it's summertime, I'm going to choose the easy one. It's not going to be really easy, but it's easier. My other one's going to be the Night City Turbo, which is going to be seriously complicated. So I'm going with another lunchbox build. This one's going to be called Post-a-Box-alyptic. And why? Because, yeah, it's going to be a post-apocalyptic theme. But a theme is just not enough. So it has to be a person that the truck has to have a name. And that name is going to be someone really close to me. Someone that has done something really nice for my household. Someone that is said a lot of kind words about my videos, and so it's only proper that I make a truck, you know. Plus also it's something that he plays a lot of Fallout, and so this is going to have a Fallout side theme. And if you don't know who you are, I'm pretty sure you know once you took a look at this who you are. Anyways, his name is ST Ranger. I love you, bro. And I'm making a truck with your name on it. This is going to be my content video. I love you, bro. I appreciate. He sent me this care package with the Sarni knife. This little note thing that I use all the time. It's leather case for cue cards. You just, it's a note case. You know what I mean? He also sent me this really cool reference book that I haven't read enough. There's plenty of information in here. And he sent me this inspection light, which I do not take with me on the job. I keep it here in the house. It's for all my happy work here. I don't want to lose it. I would die if I lost this light or damaged it. So I want it here because it's gifts mean a lot to me. It's my love language, and I love it when somebody puts a lot of love into a gift for me. It really touches me. It doesn't have to be something expensive, even though I know he spent an arm and a leg. And he also sent my wife this amazing knife that he nailed it on the. So I didn't even know that she'd already had a pocket knife made by the same company that her dad had given her, and so now she has a companion knife with that, and that's really, really cool. And, you know, being here in Arizona, you can carry whatever you want on you, so that's cool. So, being that said, it's a Fallout themed lunchbox. It's also going to be a lunchbox that I'm going to beef up a little bit, but I'm going to put Ampro engineering on the rear end of it. But at the front A-arms, I'm going to keep the originals. It's going to have oil-filled shocks. It's going to have bearings. It's going to have extra cooler on the motor. It's going to have it's going to be 3S, and it's going to be a launch it truck. It is going to be at the Bashers event this coming October, and I'm going to try to set a 1/12 scale record. Anyways, without further ado, I'll talk about the parts. I'm going to put the Ampro engineering a rear suspension. It's like a suspension bridge. I forget what it's called. So I'm going to have the transmission brace, bearings, set bearings all around. I'm throwing a Traxxas servo in here, brushless system. This is the same brushless system that's in my other lunchbox. It's what's it called again? It's 4300 kV motor, and this thing flies. It's awesome. I had this in the Blackfoot, but it caught fire to the electronic speed control that was in there. So I bought another speed control, but I couldn't pass the Blackfoot on with the thought that maybe it might catch fire again. It doesn't matter for me. I can, things can happen to my cars like all the time. I'm not worried about that. I don't want it to go into someone else's hands and break right there because it's too fragile, or this and that. So the Blackfoot got a more robust build. You'll see that. You've seen that in a past video. This is really cool though. So in case so that it doesn't happen, I'm adding this extra fan on the motor in the back. I don't know if you can see that, but it'll look tight. Waterproof servo tray. I always say that. Waterproof receiver tray. Aluminum body mounts. It's going to have the AZRCB, the sticker I got from our bashing event is going to go across this guy. But it's also going to have, let's go over the paints. That's for the top. It's just a clear, flat German gray, maybe. A gloss black, olive drab, and maroon. All basic colors for Post-Apocalyptic. All filled chalks are two different kinds, but they're cool. Don't get too much the motor. And I'm going to finally, I'm going to use these oil brushes on the body. I'm not going to trip if the body looks a little bit funky here and there. It's got to be weathered. It's going to do it, and I'm going to make it happen. So this is cool. I don't have to use a lot of energy on the build on this truck. I owned a Midnight Pumpkin when I was a kid, and my brother had a Lunchbox, and I talk about it all the time, and I might sound like a broken record. So but I won't have to use as much energy putting the truck together as I will having fun with this paint job. Okay, so, and it's going to have a Dumbo RC radio, because I just love those. Kevin Tabbitt mentioned it in his video, and he uses it and has good range, and I think there's a gyro in the receiver, and that's good enough for me. They haven't proved me wrong yet. I love these controllers. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera down, and we'll go to a time-lapse video. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap this, unbox it, and get to work. Alright, I just wanted to take a quick little break between the time-lapse scene to show a few little keystones or things that I learned from my previous builds. One, that you have to, for the on and off switch to work, you really have to have the position of the electronic speed control pretty good. Before I just mounted it in the side and I went through a lot of trial and error. You can see even right here that I had to pre-drill another hole, and sometimes when you try to put one in, this on and off switch doesn't work. But right now it's in the off position. It worked out enough. It's probably not waterproof. These aluminum body mounts look really good. I'm happy with that. And here is something I did before too. I drilled this ahead of hand because the motor wires are going to come through here. And I got, like, at Harbor Freight, I got these package of grommets. Man, you get some good deals at Harbor Freight. In their little screw section, they got like multiple packets of different grommets. That was like $5. Different size washers. These are fabric and rubber ones. I got a whole bunch of little O-rings, different size screws, a whole bunch of different stuff. $5 a pack. When I've ordered on Amazon, this was like $5.99. You know what I mean? For one set of Tamiya style screws. You know, there's like 30 in here, I think. Instead, you know, at Harbor Freight, I'm not gonna go. I have a big old one of those crates full of screws, different size screws. But I just want to stop and do a little waypoint and show everybody what's going on right there. All right, let's get back to it. Oh yeah. Well, chassis build complete. I just gotta put the waterproof receiver box, and I'm probably gonna make an extensive wheelie bar for this, and I'm gonna do some beefing up of the bumper. But let's see here. All right. See if I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's on half a battery charge, and it's just a little 2S. Let's see here, let's adjust this. All right. Yeah. Whoa. Ooh, look at those brakes. All right. She's almost ready. Look at that. That's sexy. Oh boy. I put really heavy duty grease in there to try to give it kind of a locked diff, but I don't know, it's spinning pretty easy now already. I might have already gotten that grease all nice and warm. Yeah. I like it. I like it. The whole rear end's beefed up so that when it takes a landing, it's not going to kill itself. All right, we'll get back to you in a little while.